Hello everyone. So welcome back to today's class. And before getting into the today's class, let me recall what are the things that you have discussed in the last class. In the last class, you have discussed about object-oriented futures, specifically about classes and objects. In OOPS futures, you have discussed about three things: abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, data abstraction. So these are the four things. So as I told you, we will be talking about polymorphism and inheritance in the next upcoming programs, right? And what are the next thing that you have discussed is what is the difference between class and object. So class is a user defined data type, and we call a class as a blueprint of a system. Class is a design, and like a blueprint or design, if I have that blueprint, I can implement that in with a number of objects. And what does a mean by method? A method which a function which is written in a programming language, that we call it as method, right? So okay, so that is what we call it as method. And now the next thing, in next to this, what you're seeing is like we have seen one more special method called underscore underscore init underscore underscore, and it is a special constructor method which is used to invoke the variables, and which automatically will be get invoked. And here we use one more parameter called self, the parameter which helps us to find talk to the object to respect to the communicative object. So whatever the object that we communicate with respect to, that we will be talking about this. So these are the few things that we have discussed in the last class, and let us quickly start with today's class. So today we shall be discussing about the topic called the class and function, and this is the second topic in this module 4. So a function, as we call a function, is a piece of code. A function will do its task when it is executed. So these are the things we have already discussed about function. A function which is being used with respect to an object, that is called as method, right? So this is simple definition for function and method. And here the next thing is like we will be using some using some functions to do some kind of things. And first specifically we'll be talking with date and time module, like how to print the current date and time in Python, and how to print the date and time in the next 5 months, and how to find out the number of how to find out the time duration. All these kind of things related to time interval, data, all these things will be discussing in this time import module. So here if you look into this, you can see the class definition looks like class time pass. So this, as I told you, the use of pass in the last session. So passes just will not be doing anything, will just convey that it is just null, which will not be doing anything. And as I told you, like time dot hours, minutes and seconds, here I have object called time. I will be assigning few attributes called hours, minute, second, and I will be assigning few values called 11, 59, 30. 11 hours, 59, 30 seconds. So that is what this example will be doing. And these are different format strings to get the current date and time in Python, where I can get the time in 12 hours, or where I can get the time in 24 hours, or where I can display the total time taken from the start point to the end point. All these things can be done. And here we have two things, one is called a pure function, second one is called modifiers. So pure function, the difference between this and that is just make a note of it. Modifier is not access modifiers, as we call private, public, protected, and we are not treating that as modifiers is, and that will be discussed under access modifiers. So this is modifiers, or I can take it as a pure function and impure function, or peripheral function. In that category also I can consider this, right? So pure function is a function which will return the value, or a function which is doing something without changing, altering the behavior of an object. That is called a pure function, right? So that is what the meaning of pure function. The pure function will not alter the state or behavior of an object, will not modify it. You will not be having any side effect in the program. That is called pure function. And modifier is the one which will be altering, which can alter, or which will be altering the object reference, or which can alter the behavior of an object, or which can alter the property of the method. That is called as modifiers. And here if you look into this example, define add time is a function. We have two parameters called t1, t2, and here I have given a movie end time. I have given the example which is taken as time, hours and minutes. So it has to return the movie end time, right? The same example we shall be discussing in this slide also. Like class time, define add underscore time t1 t2. So it is the time for add underscore time is the function, so which is having these kind of stats, and what that is doing is start time, start hours, start minute seconds. I mean, so it is starting with the start time. I mean, at what time it is getting started and what is the duration. I mean, it is starting at 9 hours, the duration is 3 hours, the total is 12 hours 49 30, and the output of this program is 12 49 30, which is correct. But the thing is that when I have the time starts from like it starts from 10 or it starts from 11 and the continuation is up to 4 hours or 5 hours, then how it will be treating 12 next to that it is state 1 if it is 12 hours, or if it is 24 hours it has to treat the 24 plus, if it is 5 it has to treat it as next 0 1 2 3, right? So if it is seconds, it will start from 0 and end with 59, next it starts with 1. Similarly, if it is hours, if it is time 11:59, next starts with 12, right? And 23:59 starts with 24. Similarly, it has to work it out. And the same code, the same concept which has been rewritten in this program, movie end time dot hours, movie end time dot seconds. If it is greater than or equal to 60, then how it should be doing. For example, if it is crossing 59, this will be treated as 1 second, and from the next it will be counted in the next second or in the next minute. That is what they're doing there. And as I told you, like modifiers, we can increment, we can do some kind of things in it. All these things can be called as modifiers. See, class time, define increment, while time seconds, the same program which I'm reading with same thing. And here if you look into it, I can see 9 14 30, and I'm doing plus 5. I mean, the thing which is there in the object earlier, it is 30 seconds, and now I'm doing it as plus 5. I'm trying to alter the behavior, I'm trying to alter the value of an object which it is getting holding. Now that is printing as 35. That is what we call it as modifiers. And next one is prototype development versus planning. See, a prototype development is what that we are doing as of still now. We will be just demonstrating a program, we will be starting with the program, and we will be trying to work out with some cases, and we shall be correcting the errors, and we shall be making the program to be free from errors, and we will be executing it and doing it, right? This is called prototype development. And the plan does something where we have a high level insight of the problem. I mean, if my problem is not clear, I'm not familiar with the problem, then I should go for prototype development. If there is no clear understanding of the problem, what we are going to do, that is what prototype development. So planned is something like before getting into it, where I will be having a proper plan, I have done a proper analysis on it, what kind of cases can be done, what kind of test cases can it be implemented over it. Doing that will be called as planned development. And in this case, the small example which we will be considering is base 60. See, base 60, the name of base 60 is sexagesimal. It is called sexagesimal. It is called sexagesimal. Like what is the use of this is that is particularly used for time related calculation. So it is widely used for time related calculations. If I have 60 seconds, 60 minutes, I can divide it into 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or I can have something like or the example as I given, like the first component, the second component is 1's column, the minute component is 60's column, and our component is the 3600's column. So same program which you are writing with this function, the following function converts a time object. Like how I can convert a time into this, I mean, like how I can convert a time into an integer. So time into an integer, for example, if it is time of, if I have taken 2 hours, I can convert into integer in terms of minutes, like 120 minutes. If you want to treat and again convert into as seconds, I can do it with respect to 60, and again I can get the value, like converting from time to integer, converting from integer to time. So this is these are the things that we are we have discussed in time and classes and functions. I will be showing you some sample examples for this also, right? I will be in the next continuation. So let the style of programming, or the using of this programming style, that is what we call it as like programming functional programming paradigm. And I will show you a small example. See, I am using this Python 3.4.2. So in this 4.2, I have written a program. I will be showing a small example of this program. As now we have discussed about these things, right? Time and time. So it is import time. It is importing time. So time dot str from time. Start from time. So hour, minute, second. So 12-hour format. I'm going to print this time. So 12-hour format. I'm going to print the time. see what is our correct time is like 11:12. You can see that bottom of the screen. So it is 11:12 a.m. I'm getting this 11:12:02. And same, I will show you one more example for this date time along with the date and time. So if I take this date and time, I can see date and current time. So date and current time in minutes and seconds. So these are few examples as how we can see it as working. And for example, like this is an example, import date time. I'm importing date time into my program. Now date time dot now. As I told you, like within this I will be using an object called date time. Within that I will be using a method called now, from where I will be pointing out to this. So this is what as we discussed about format strings, right? So YMD. So year, month and day. So this is what year will be represented H, M and S. And one more example I can show you is like so this program will show you the current display that date and time in different formats, current minute, current second, and all these things will be get displayed in this program. So if you look into it, you can see the result of it, like current date and time, current year, current month, date, all the formats are there. So these formats are there, I mean like as you talk about an integer, it should be percentage d, right? And if it is string, it should be it should be percentage is, and if it is float, should be percentage f. Similarly, so these are the things which we can discuss with this, and this I've given explanation in the PPT, right? So these are the because our concepts, subtopics related to class and functions. So the next topic will be class and method, and that is the last topic in module 4. So let me revise that. Let me recall what are the topics that we have discussed in class and functions. As first, what is mean by function, what is mean by method, and second, we have used the time module. I mean like how using a time module, how to display or how to get the system time date. In this I would like to add one more point is, if your system is protected with some copyrights, or if it is under administrator, if you're using a system in a LAN or in the office internet or in office system, so that will be having C disk will be get copyrighted, right? Those kind of systems you will not be able to print the current date and time. Please make sure that administrator privileges should be given. Okay. And next one, second one is like difference between pure functions and modifiers. And next to pure function modifiers, the next topic is, and next to pure function and modifier, the next thing we have discussed is prototype development versus planning. So these are the topics, and in terms of exams, it is most important for you to concentrate on pure functions and modifiers, and to write a program to print a time date and from using a time date model program in Python. So we will be continuing our class and methods in the next session. Thank you.